Greetings and welcome to what is Dead or Alive Extreme 3. So if you're watching this video, you're either one of two people. Either you already know what it is and you want to know how it is different from the first two editions that came out on the Xbox and Xbox 360, or you have no idea what it is and want to know what it's about. So if you're one of the first people and want to know how it is different, click anywhere on the screen. Really, there should be an overlay right now that'll take you forward into the video to the activity section. Now, if you want to know what it is, stick around. So if you're still here, that means you want to know what it's about. And literally, this is a vacation simulator for most of the girls of the Dead or Alive series on this island, where you get to dress them up in sexy outfits and all kinds of other things. Now, if that sounds a little odd to you, it should, because this game basically made its debut all the way back, like probably around 8 years ago on the original Xbox. And it got a lot of attention because it was one of its kind, and it really is still one of a kind. There is no other game that has tried to do anything like this. But anyway, let us travel to New Zack Island. This, if you want to know why it's called the New Zack Island, you're about to find out. There's a little intro video here.
君は知っているだろうか。あの素晴らしい日々を。愛にあふれた夢の島を。だがある日、悲劇は起きた。かつて二度にわたり築き上げた島は、俺様の夢は崩れ去った。だがしかし、俺様は諦めなかった。見たまえ、この光景を。しかし残念なことに、俺様は今超ド級の仕事から手が離せない。そこでだ、君を島のオーナー代理に任命する。任せたぜ。
So yeah, that is basically the quick and dirty version of what the game is about. So anyway, here are all the girls that are available in the game. If your favorite girl is not here, it is because in Asia there was really around the entire world on the PlayStation Store for the PS4, they were selling PlayStation 4 themes for every girl in the Dead or Alive universe. And it was based on the sales of those themes that they were going to decide what girls were going to appear in the game. So if your girl is not here, that is because she was on the bottom of the sales ranking. But anyway, we're going to start off with Mary because she's one of the newer girls. The other new girls being Honoka and Neo-Tengu. Those are the three most recent additions to the game. Mobiji was, I believe, in Dead or Alive 4 or 5. I'm not really sure. But anyway, now, the one other thing about this game is that it is only available in Asia. And there's no way to get this in an quote-unquote English version on the western side of the world. Now, the reason everything is in English is because this is the multi-language Asian release. And in order to get this game, you have to import that copy from some online store that have it. I bought it from Play Asia when they announced it, and it really is pretty much exactly what it is. It is the only way to get the game. Now, luckily, it is that the menus and all the important stuff is in English, but the audio is only in Japanese, which really isn't a problem. Also, 0 is confirmed instead of X, how it is mostly in the Asia. If you've ever tried playing Final Fantasy VII on the original PlayStation, you know what it's like. But anyway, let us go in and show you what the game is all about, even though you technically already do.
いきなり南の島でバカンスって、エレナ様は何を考えているのかな。ああ、しばらくはサーバントお役御免ってわけね。それにしても綺麗な海。空気も気持ちいい。こうなったらもう思いっきり楽しんじゃおうかな。
So yes, welcome to the world of Dead or Alive Extreme 3. As you can... Oh. And this time, Hitomi is going to be our starting partner. Which we don't mind because, honestly, you need a partner in order to start making proper money. So we're just going to say yes. And now, if you excuse me, I'm going to be right back because I need to lower the music volume so I don't get copyrighted. So I'll be right back. Okay, and welcome back. So hopefully I don't get copyrighted with all that music, so I had to remove it. But anyway, so if you're here, it's because I'm going to show you what all the possible activities are and where to do them, and how you make money, and other stuff. So anyway, the most important part of the game is the sports shop, where every girl has a unique collection of swimsuits that only she can buy. And in order to get them on another girl, you have to either gift them to them, or have the girl who has the swimsuit like you enough as the other girl, and be lucky enough that she sends you that one. So as you can see here, we have Maria's quote-unquote combat costume from Dead or Alive 5, along with various other swimsuits that they assign to them based on their style and everything. This one actually does have a little belt along with cat ears, from what I've seen, and they vary greatly from girl to girl. Now, the other important shop is this one, the Jack of all trades. This is where you're going to buy all kinds of stuff that various girls like or don't like. This is where you're going to buy drinks and everything else. Now, one of the interesting parts that they added to the game, which I'm really glad they did, is that whenever you buy any of these, I believe, so let's just buy this. No, we do not want it wrapped up. Yes, we will buy it. Thank you. So let us go into our little collection by pressing circle. This is where you're going to find all the things you currently have. Let's see. Here we go. So as you can see, when you buy something, it will tell you that what the character you are currently using thinks about that item. So that's a good way of figuring out what they do and don't like. Because the other games did not have this, and it was all based on trial and error, and you had to look up a Excel table to know what every girl liked, and it was a whole mess. Now, the other interesting part that you may or may not have noticed now is right there on the top right, you will see a mission. Now, this is a little extra thing they added in order to get you what they are calling Zack dollars. Now, as you see right there on the bottom right, you will see that it says to press the touchpad to switch to owner mode, like this. Now, in this mode, you are not playing as the girl per se, you are playing as the owner of the island that Zack assigned in order to take care of everybody while he was away. And what is so different about this? Well, I will show you. First, if we go over here, back into the store, you will notice that we have a different amount of money. If I switch back and forth, you will see that the money changes. That's because the owner is the only one that can actually use Zack dollars. Now, the difference is that when you buy something as the owner, you can give it to any girl that you can find within the game. So, let's say we've bought the fried chicken for some odd reason, and we wanted to give it to a very specific girl. All we gotta do is buy it, wrap it up, and then find the girl on the island and give it to her. Now, another thing that they added that is also very nice is that over here, you will notice that the wrapping paper is now also labeled by each girl's favorite color, so you no longer have to guess. That's another good thing. And lastly, the last thing about the owner mode is that if we go to owner shop, this is where the most risky swimsuits are. Now, right now, there isn't much of a collection here. Now, the difference is that you can buy them with the Zack dollars that you get for completing missions, or you can buy them with premium tickets, which are bought with real-life money. So, we're not going to do that at all. Especially since this is on my American account, well, my Western account, and the only way to buy Zack dollars is if you have a Hong Kong account, and that involves having a Hong Kong credit card, and I don't have any of that. So anyway, that is the main difference between the owner mode and the girl mode. Really, that's really all there is. Other than that, the game is exactly as you may or may not remember it to be. The only difference is that there is no longer jet skis. Now that has been replaced with, here we have rock climbing. It's a solo activity that gives you a decent amount of money. Volleyball, which is still the best way to earn money. However, as you can see, right there, Hiromi only has 2 or 3 notes, and I believe once you get to 3 notes of friendship with your partner, when you get a perfect spike or a perfect jump serve, you get an extra $10,000. So that is by far the best way. However, as the days go on, your opponents are becoming harder. As you can see right there, I believe that's Kasumi and Hitomi and Neo-Tengu right now are pretty easy to beat. So we are going to go play them right now and hopefully earn a little bit of money. And just like in the past, the more you destroy them in terms of points, the more money you get. So let's go play some beach volleyball. This is probably the main activity. Now, once that we're done here, we will go see the other activities that there are, because there are some other ones. Now, as in the past, circle is to receive and X is to attack. Usually. If you're up on the net and you press X, you will go for a block as they are trying to spike. So, pressing up and X goes for the spike. Well, for the jump surf. And come on. And that right there was a perfect start on the part of my partner. Now, if I did that and got the whole... that effect right there, I would get an extra $10,000 if she likes me enough. Now, right now, she does not like me enough, so we are not getting the extra money from perfect spites and serves, which is unfortunate. So playing plenty of volleyball and raising your friendship with that character is the best way to make money. So anyway, I'm going to finish up this game. No reason to abandon it halfway through. And I will see you for the other activities. And we'll go back. So anyway, the other activities are rock climbing, which is a solo activity as I told you. And then if you head on over, then over here on the beach, there is beach flags, which is actually very, very easy. But you don't get much money off it. So allow me to show you. We're going to play with our partner here. Now this is literally a button mashing exercise. And it is press X to get up and start running, and keep pressing it repeatedly to run faster, and then circle to dive for the flag. And right now she is uneasy, so it's not particularly hard, but when they start getting to normal and hard, you really have to mash that button very quickly. So you get a little bit of money from that, and there are bonuses from that game as well. So now, unfortunately, it is nighttime, so we can no longer do any day activities, but we can head on over to the casino. And every night, as always, Zach sends you a little something, either food, or it can be a swimsuit, or if your partner likes you enough, they can send you something as well. So let's see, what did we get this time? It's usually some type of food. Let's see, what is this? Open, that's really nothing. So this is another way that you can figure out who likes what, just by getting these things from everybody. So if you put stuff away, it will never go bad. But anyway, let me quickly show you the casino. There really is nothing different from last time, except that there are no longer any slot machines, as you can see. All you have is roulette, blackjack, and poker. And the other thing about it is that sometimes the quests you get are random. Sometimes ask you to win certain games with certain something. The most difficult one I had was to win at blackjack with a blackjack. And even though I did get a blackjack, because I did it with the split, it didn't count. So yeah, anyway, we're gonna, no. So yeah, if you want to abandon your partner, unfortunately I accidentally did that. You should not do that. But anyway, so if we go over here to the pool, not the pool side, the pool, you'll see that we have the last set of activities, which is pool hopping, the butt battle, and the tug of war. So we might as well show you these. So, as you can see, oh, and if you read that bottom, you will see that closeness plus satisfaction rates will increase slightly. Satisfaction rate is what you see as the owner. As you can see, every girl has a separate satisfaction rate, and these go up if you give them stuff they like, and if you, well, whatever. If you play as them, and yeah, not really sure completely, but whatever. So anyway, pool hopping is exactly how it was in the other games, except it is still a little bit tricky with the depth perception part. Okay, so okay, so that is one way to make money, and if you hit the buttons, which is any of the buttons there, but if you hit the specific one for the next one, you get a little extra money. Okay, so what is next? Then we have the butt battle. This can be extremely hard when they start fighting back, but anyway, let us show you. So this one, the left joystick makes you dodge backwards or sideways, and other than that, it's just a button mashing exercise to push the other character off of the whatever it is, that thing. I'm not really sure how it is so stable on the water, but and as they fall in the water, their swimsuits start suffering a little bit of damage in that their straps start coming loose and stuff like that. And because the engine is now on the PS4, they actually do get wet if you fall down and stuff like that. And when you beat them, you do get a little bit of friendship with the character you beat. A little bit, not much, but enough. And we're heading back to the hotel, and we'll see what Let's see, anything interesting? Probably not. Oh, what did we just get? That is a swimsuit. So let us open that up. Let's see, what is this? It's one of hers. Anyway, we're gonna... we might as well keep it. There is a not to. And go to bed and show you the last couple of activities tomorrow. And let's see, what am I missing? I don't think I'm missing anything. So anyway, let's see. Here we go. Pool. Then it's the tug of war. This one's actually decently hard, and she's on normal now, so we may end up losing this. They do climb in difficulty pretty fast. So pushing the left joystick in their direction gives us some slack. No, come on. And it is a little bit on the hard part. I like how Neil Tango screamed like, no, come on. Ah! Like I said, it does get a lot harder. And one of the interesting things about these games since they started is that you do get to learn a little bit of each character as you play as and against them. For example, if you play as Ayane and you ask, with Ayane as your partner, you will realize quickly that she never shows up in the morning. She is not a morning person. And that's one of the things that you start learning. Another thing is you learn what their favorite food and drinks are and stuff like that. So with that, I believe the only thing left to show you is the rock climbing, which I am going to show you right now. So rock climbing is one of the other ways to make decent money. It really is just a quote-unquote quick-time event where you have to press the button that shows up as it shows up, and the closer you do it as it appeared, the more money you will get. Now the right stick controls the camera so you can actually see the buttons properly, or whatever. And anyway, as you can see, we get 2,000 for every button we press almost immediately. Now, right now it is only the 4 main buttons, but as you start doing it more and more, they start adding the left and right bumpers, which does make things a little tricky. Right now there, I'm moving the camera so I can see the buttons properly because it does move around. And if you miss the button, you do fall down a little bit, so it adds quite a bit of time to your little time there on the top left. And the faster you do this, the more money you get. One more, and there we go. Didn't get it perfect on the last one, but we still got a little bit of money. There we go, a total of 63 plus 20-something thousand. Not too bad. But considering some of the most expensive switches for each individual goal can cost around 800,000, it's still nowhere near enough. But anyway, that really is just about everything that is to see in the game. Other than that, is, well, literally pick your favorite girl and have fun in whatever way you see fit. Now, the only downside about this is that if you don't have a partner, it gets very difficult to get one because you need to know what they do and do not like. Now, the good news is that this store cycles their items through every phase of the day. So if we knew who liked what, we could buy something, give it to them, and ask them to be our partner and whatnot. But unfortunately, we did not. We don't know anything because there is no table you can see in the game, so you just have to know stuff. But anyway, yeah, that is it. So anyway, thank you for watching, and we will see you next time for more What Is, or whatever it is we decide to do. It will probably be Dark Souls next week with some stream highlights. So thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.